So here's what's happening. I'm in charge this week. I'm going to shoot and edit the vlog myself without Rob. Listen, Rob's got two jobs. One is to do the vlog, and the other is to shoot and produce all of our education content, which is on our platform. And we've got one done. We've got one done called US Sectors, which is all about the US economy and different sectors within it, occupations, how they interrelate, how they interplay with each other, how big they are. That's been shot, but now he's got to edit it, right? And so he's got to have some time to do that. And so I was like, listen, why don't I do the vlog this week so you can go edit up the US sector course and get that sucker done. And so he was like, fine. And then he was like, hey, but don't touch my equipment. So I'm shooting this on my phone, and then I will edit myself. And Rob's okay with that because he has way too much on his plate. It will not be up to his standards, frankly, or anybody else's. This week, I would take you on a normal week, but I don't have normal weeks. Okay, like every day is different. Some days I'm the accountant, some days I'm the lawyer, some days I'm the sales rep, and most days I'm all of those things. And so, like, there's no such thing as like a normal day. But I do have a really exciting week. So let's see, Monday, we've got a sales call with a brand new bank in Chattanooga. Excited about that. Tuesday, less excited. I've got a meeting with my daughter's school. Wednesday in the morning, we're going to like a bankers association and we're meeting with them. And then later in the day, I meet with a bank servicing company that it's like a bank vendor that has a very similar go-to-market strategy that we do. And we're thinking maybe there's something there. Maybe there's a strategic alliance possibility there. We're just feeling it out. Thursday, I've got an old colleague of mine coming by who's going through some life transitions. We're gonna hang out a bit. And then later in the day, I've got, if you remember Ashley from the vlog, her husband and I are besties. We're besties. He's coming by to hang out. We're gonna talk about life. And then Friday, I've got a meeting with an interesting cat who does a bunch of interesting things, and you just get to experience it. It's kind of a crazy week. It actually began on Saturday. So on Saturday, we had a baseball game that was directly after a morning funeral. And I left the funeral and went to coach baseball, which you might think is a little bit strange. The guy who died had an incredible life, awesome dude, loved him dearly, lived a full life, and he was a head football coach. And so his life was around coaching and young people. And so to leave the funeral and go straight to a Little League game was somewhat poetic. But I showed up at the baseball field in like a funeral suit. We then won. That was exciting too. The next day, my children got invited to a birthday party, and it was at this place that they basically, what's it called, high ropes course. My son is afraid of heights. And so he powered through, and I was very proud of him. He powered through. My daughter on the other side, her veins run with ice water. It was incredible. She was crushing it. And so we had this big group of boys who were all kind of going through it, and all of them were kind of struggling. And then there was Paisley, who was cool as a cucumber, having the most fun. She was living her best life.
I'm gonna take the
in the trees.
I'm gonna video this girl. Go. Bam! Epic.
My youngest daughter, also super cute, doing her thing.
Oh, okay. No, that's not stuff. Yeah, we follow rules here. We're rule followers. Zigzag. Looking good in our zigzag.
If we follow this one,
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Living her best life. So that was Sunday. Now, while they were climbing the trees, I, like a doofus, tripped on a branch, and that's why this is being filmed in a bathroom here. So this is what I did to myself on the ground, like a doofus, and right here. And so I'm They literally climb trees all day, no injuries. I walked around a forest and tripped over. So here at Oink Ching, we've got a CEO, a chief content officer, and a chief technology officer, but we also have a chief janitorial officer, which is me. Today we're cleaning the bathrooms in the office. So, you know, glamorous. This is the life of a startup that nobody tells you about. They show up when you've got a Tesla and they ask you how you got there. Nobody shows you this part of being an entrepreneur, but that's what we're doing today. Today is Tuesday, so I've got an IEP meeting at school for my daughter, which I'm not looking forward to. But yesterday's sales call went well. You know, a successful sales call is one that keeps the conversation going. But a good sales call is one where the person is engaged. And oftentimes you have sales calls with people who are just kind of trying to get through the day and you're kind of in their way. And those can be quite difficult, even if they're successful. But yesterday's phone call was great. The lady has twins, so we got to talk about our twins. We got to talk about life and then our companies. And it was an engaging and enjoyable phone call. So those are always fun to kind of keep you fueled up to keep going. Today we got more LinkedIn. So I'm going to present to you Adventures in LinkedIn, a new series by Drew.
Welcome to the land of LinkedIn. I spend several hours a day on LinkedIn. I don't love social media. I don't even have a Facebook or a Twitter account. Just not my thing. I'm not a big social media person, but I spend a lot of time on LinkedIn. And it used to be that I had to be real appropriate on LinkedIn, you know, because I worked for a big company and you had to think about them before I spoke. But now I just, blah, right? And this is one of those moments this week. The choice was, someone posted, your choice today, procrastinate or don't procrastinate, which is not all that profound, quite frankly, as a post. But I decided to make fun of it and said, I'll decide later. I thought it was cute. My second favorite post thread this week occurred when the owner of the Savannah Bananas, it's a life goal of mine to get down to Savannah and take in a Savannah Bananas game. I'm going to do that as soon as I get an excuse to do it. But I follow them on LinkedIn. He posted this week that he's writing a new book and that he needed names. And so I got a little bit carried away. And it's only a game if everyone is having fun. Good, classy, not funny, just smooth. It's not crazy if it works. Actually, it's still bananas. The team name is Savannah Bananas. Right, so you see what we're playing off of. Jesse liked this one. He thought I brought it, which I did. Who stole my banana, and can he play second base? That's my favorite, my personal favorite. That's mine. Kilts, tropical fruit, Spanish moss, and baseball. I don't need a subtitle. You know you want to read this book. They played the only baseball game ever played in kilts that we know of was played by the Savannah Bananas. So that's where the kilts come from. Spanish moss, Savannah. So that's an ode to Savannah. Baseball and tropical fruit would be a banana. So that's how I put that one together. I was just doing my part to help fellow creators in the world live a better life. And it's easy to do that because I don't have anybody who I have to appease. So there you go. There's my Savannah Bananas. But the most interesting post was this one. All right, so just an innocuous post. This is the National Association of Chemical Distributors. Unless you're a part of them, you probably have no idea they exist. But my brother Kurt is a part of them. That's going to be relevant to the story. So last Monday, they have just a Member Monday, and they honor Kurt, right? My big brother, by 7 years. He's 7 years older than me. I have two older brothers. He's one of them, and he's just like Member of the Day, and I'm like, well, I can't allow that to go unnoticed, right? So I post, and I bring back a story from our childhood. When I was about second grade, I opened up a pack and I had a Frank Thomas rookie card. Now at the time, Frank Thomas was just getting started and he had a good rookie season, but he wasn't what we didn't know that he was going to be epic for a decade and a half. So I didn't know anything about him. Kurt, realizing what I had, offered to trade me 3 common Braves cards. We're talking like a Mark Lemke and a Jeff Blauser or something like that, right? And I just wanted Braves cards, so I traded him outright, no problem. 6 or 7 years go by and I realized that I traded away my Frank Thomas rookie card for nothing, for basically nothing. Kurt knew it. I have neither forgotten nor forgiven him, and I am 36 years old. So I bring that up on the post. I let people know that he's sort of a trained chemist. He's the Walter White of our family. That's embarrassing to him. I'm the younger brother, and I'm paying him back, essentially. And then I remind him of the Frank Thomas card, sort of like a ha-ha-ha retribution, kind of a karma situation. He then proceeds to put a picture up of him and my card. Big brothers always seem to win. In the whole process, he decides, all right, fine, you want your card back, here's the deal. Donate to Big Brothers, Big Sisters, and I'll match any of your donations, and anybody who gives the largest donation, I'll match them. So So now I have to go up here, and I'm laying down donations here as a payback to try to get my Frank Thomas card back. Okay, so that's happening as we speak. If you want to donate to Big Brothers Big Sisters and try to get my Frank Thomas card, you can, but I will not be outbid. Frank Thomas is coming home to me.
Okay. Friday, end of the week. It was a good week. A lot of things got done. Wednesday, my meeting with the bank association got moved to next week. But my meeting later in the day with a potential strategic partner went really well. Conversations continued. I don't know how much of that I can talk about. Probably should ask my legal counsel.
Think not.
Meetings went great. Hanging out with Carrie in the morning. Carrie's great to talk to. You get those minds that just love business and business strategy, and then you can talk for hours about your ideas and thoughts. So that was great. And then in the afternoon, I hung out with Wesley and we talked about life, less business, more life. And that was Thursday. And then Friday, we had a call. Fascinating guy, sort of has a talent retention, team building angle. He happens to work in the banking sector, but we talked the entire time about org structures and HR policy and team dynamics. We talked about OnlyChing for like 5 minutes. That was it. But great stuff. Overall, week was a success. Grew the pipeline. The U.S. sector course got done, which means next week you won't have to suffer through a vlog shot and edited by me.
Statute of limitations.
Thank you. So, that's great. Quality returns next week. I think I know what they're doing. I think Rob and Ted have a plan for what they're going to shoot next week, but we'll just stay tuned for that. Overall, sales activity flourished. U.S. sector course complete. It's sitting now ready to be posted online. And Ted put out a bunch of new updates this week. So if every week you're just chipping away, then we'll get there eventually. So thank you for joining us in this week non-Rob approved vlogging.
Queen Welcome. Here's my power time. While I was doing this, look what I made.
That's beautiful. All right, one more.
Burden of truth.
Burden of proof.
Burden of proof.
Burden of proof.
Burden of proof.